Yeah, he was in there.
What's up, y'all? How are we on day one? Are we awake? Are we broke yet? Alright. We still have money. The dealers will take care of that. Maybe on Sunday, when the deals are better. You can get manga for cheap and DVDs for cheap. Please take advantage of that on Sunday, because even if you buy a little crappy $5 DVD, that tells the industry that you care. That, you know, because your money goes back into the industry so it can sustain itself. If you just keep downloading fan subs for free, that doesn't help the industry. In fact, it kind of hurts it. And the way that it hurts it is because if you watch it for free online and then you decide not to buy the DVDs because you already watched it for free, then that's money lost. You know what I'm saying? So, pretty please, if you like what you download and you love those shows or the scanlations you read, please consider buying the actual thing when it comes out. Because that money will make sure that the next issue comes out or the next DVD comes out. So we don't have, oh, my favorite show just ended. I wonder why. Well, we had to fire all the animators because we ran out of money. Why did we run out of money? No one bought the DVD. Oh, see, circle of life. So, that's my soapbox and I'm sticking to it. But anyway, hi, Kiva. Hi, Kiva. I love it. Thanks for representing. Fang over Fang! Excellent. So hi, I'm Kyle. I'm one of those voice people. I have voices in my head and I get paid to let them out sometimes. So, not all the time though. Most of the time I audition. In the wacky world of voiceover, we audition way more than we actually work. It's freelance. It's not a 9-to-5 job. I'm sure you guys have probably seen voice actor panels. You'll see some more this weekend where we have to answer the same question over and over. It's like, well, what's it like being a voice actor? Stressful? I make most of my money doing video games. I'm very thankful for that, not only because I love video games, but because it pays way better than anime does. Why? I don't know. Honestly, video games have a bigger budget. And anime has always paid the lowest out of all the different forms of voice work. Even though it's like the coolest, because you're like doing lip sync and character voice and it's fun and everything, the pay is like, you can't really live on it. If you book enough video games though, you make hundreds of dollars more. Like I can make between $400 and $800 on a game on one session. And there's no lip sync. So it's easier. In the world of anime and video games, we have to record by ourselves. So when you guys are asking the question, what's it like to work with Chris Sabat? Well, honestly, I don't know. He's never been beside me in the booth. He's always directing me. It's like, oh, kind of a sad existence. But on a cartoon like Family Guy, Futurama, those guys get to record together. And that is the most fun you'll ever have as a voice actor. Because you get to play off each other's performance. It's like doing a radio play. And it's really, really fun. You get your script in advance. You don't really do a table read unless you're Futurama. Those guys make bank. But typical voice actors, we make about, I don't know, $700-800 on a cartoon voice session. In anime, we don't get to see the footage ahead of time. We don't get the script ahead of time, so there's no rehearsal. We go in, we record it, we see it once in Japanese, we see the line, and then 10 seconds later we're like saying it. And then we move on to the next one if the director liked that take. In video games, instead of doing one take, we do like 3. So we do 3 in a row. So, because we're not doing lip sync, instead, if it's a Japanese game, we listen to the Japanese audio. We have to match the timing. So if anyone has played Street Fighter IV and watched the OVA that came with it and wondered why our lip sync is so bad, it's because we didn't have the finished animation to lip sync to. All we had were animatics. You guys know what that is? It's kind of like a comic book panel that shows what's supposed to happen on screen. That's all we had. We had the Japanese audio. So it's like, well, do what we can. We know it's gonna suck. And then it came out and it's like the fans are like, this sucks! It's like, so there you go. So yeah, when we record video game dialogue, we do it in sets of 3, sometimes 2, typically 3. You wanna make your takes slightly different. You don't wanna just do 3 in a row of the exact same thing, right? You wanna give them variety. Recording on a video game, again, you're by yourself, separated by a pane of glass. You've got either a screen with an Excel spreadsheet style script on screen, or if they still kill trees, a paper script on a music stand. You're separated. On the other pane of glass, you got the director, and they're talking to you through your headphones. And then sitting next to the director is the engineer. They're the ones kind of responsible for hitting record, kind of important. And then next to them is someone from the video game company, like a writer or producer. And they're there to fill in the gaps that the director needs. If you guys seen how big a video game script is, it's like phone book. I tweeted a couple weeks ago, I was recording on Guild Wars 2, and they actually said, yeah, it's okay, you can tweet that you're working on this. That was rare in itself, because normally they're like, don't talk about Fight Club. So they let me take a picture of the scripts. It was a stack this high, all phone book size 3-ring binders. I don't know how they could make heads or tails of it. And it's all out of order. There's no sequence to it. So when I record my lines, you don't see the script like it were a screenplay. You just see your lines, 1 through 50 or whatever. So some of your lines, you're responding to people. Other lines, you're saying something, expecting a response. And then other things are unmotivated, just statements or questions. You know that when you're playing RPG games, there's different moves, there's attacks, there's taunts, there's character selects. All these different things have different dialogue attached to them. We do like 3 takes of all of them. Now the attack stuff, the power-up yells, the fights, the attacks, the damage, that's all saved to the end of the session because you don't want to blow your voice out. And we do, quite often, especially on fighting games. Or anything like Call of Duty, anything where like, it's incoming, get down, it's gonna blow! You know, that stuff. Imagine doing that for 2 hours or 4 hours. You sound like this at the end of the session. Just like that. And then you sound like that the next day too. Kind of sucks because if you have work scheduled, you're gonna have to cancel it. So we have to take care of our voice. How do we do that? Drink a lot of hot tea with a lot of honey or a lot of lemon. There's also throat sprays. Throat coat is a type of tea, but there's a spray I use called Singer's Saving Grace. It's designed for singers, but I think anybody who uses their voice, people who give speeches and whatnot, this helps. It tastes nasty too, and it's expensive. This little vial, little spray bottle is like $15 at Whole Foods, but it works. 3 sprays, it lubricates your vocal cords, and it kind of clears the funk off of it, so you can at least get through the session. Another thing that helps us get through the session is water. Lots of room temperature water. Green apples, not red, green. It removes mouth noise. You don't even have to eat the whole apple. Just take a bite. Because the mic picks up all this weird stuff going on in your mouth that we don't hear when we're just talking to each other. But these mics cost thousands of dollars, and they hear everything. They hear your food digesting. On Guild Wars, I went and had some Egg McMuffins right before my session at 9 a.m. And then after every line, I heard my stomach going, oh, sorry, excuse me, sorry. Like, did you eat before this? Yeah, sorry. So be aware, if you're gonna eat before a session, it may come back to bite you. Oh, let's see, what else can I talk about? Am I making sense? So we record in a vacuum, not literally, because then we'd have no air and we'd die. But you know, the studio where we're saying, okay, great, cut, moving on, next take. Bam, 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 like an assembly line. So I could work for as little as 5 minutes. Yesterday, actually, I worked on a video game for 10 minutes tops, but I got paid for 2 hours. This is called a 2-hour minimum. This is pretty much a standard rate of pay in Los Angeles. And it's cool. So they want to make it worth the actor's time. Like, what if you have to schlep across town in traffic and all that? It's like 5 minutes and I'm done, really? They want to give you a guaranteed rate so it's worth your time. So